is Pavels Razmajevs, and I'm representing a Latvian deep tech space startup, Eventech. And our main ambition is to become a world standard in timing for space. Let me start with showing you some figures in the space. As already CC mentioned, the space is growing really with exponential speed, and thanks to private sector, which is presented mainly by SpaceX and not only, is growing really fast. And it could grow even faster, but there is a problem, as in every other industry, and space is not an exception. And the problem of the space which we are addressing is a non-standardized. Every single company and country has their own standards. And imagine you have a house where on the kitchen you have a European socket. In your living room you have an US electricity socket. In your bathroom you have an UK, and for example in your bedroom you have Australian. And imagine right now on the International Space Station, that's how it happens. Every single piece of equipment has their own standard. And timing standards is also a problem. Every single timer in the spacecraft is non-standardized. You need to tailor-made it. And actually, what is timing? What I'm talking about, is it time? Not really. Time is something like you can see on a clock, on your watch in your hand, but timing is when you measure someone's speed. It's more than just time. On your telephone, you have these two options, and these two options serve different purposes. And in case of Eventech, you're measuring the speed of the light. So it's not just enough with your phone to measure it. You need a really precise timer. And in this particular case, you can see the satellite laser ranging stations to measure how fast light go to the satellite and back to measure where exactly the satellite is located. And that's actually our first application. We entered the market, and we right now own more than half of SLR market worldwide. On the map, you can see with the red dots where our equipment is used on the ground. And we can say that we are the best in the world, because more than half of the satellite laser stations are using our equipment, and probably not only in the world. But why we are the best? Because we are precise, but how precise we are? We are very, 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 very precise. It's just 1 millimeter of a light speed. And why it's actually important? Because 1 millimeter in our industry is like a 1 kilometer for you to go to the store. Probably you will get less food, it will be less fresh, like it's not so fresh. In our case, it's the information you will get will be not so important anymore because it will be outdated. And our uniqueness is that we build the fastest car in the world with tractor components off the shelf available. And we are precise, affordable, very fast, and reliable. And who needs it? Imagine the Eventech world. I already mentioned to you about the satellite laser ranging stations, but what we need, it's needed for synchronization, LiDAR system, gravimetry, altimetry, navigation, landing, deep space optical communication. Almost everywhere we are talking about the timer. You need it in a lot of applications in the space. And proof of technology for space. We already received the financing from European Space Agency to develop a space-ready hardware, because they told us, yes, that's something we need. We need to have one timer which we can place on every single system. Also, we were invited for Luna Mission 27 to develop LiDAR system for a landing platform. Our plans are to place our timer on every 10 spacecraft. We roughly estimated that every 10th spacecraft will require really precise timing. We want to develop ASIC, the very small timer, so we'll be able to participate in the very small missions where very small spacecrafts will be built. And we want to make space more reliable and much cheaper. Our team consists of the 6 people, and we have one more also part-time. Our engineering team has more than 100 years of cumulative experience. Our business team has more than 35 years of cumulative experience. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, looking forward to hear them.